Hello guitarists, welcome back to Squealing Pig Guitars. In today's episode, we're trialing a new type of episode. In this episode, I'm going to teach you my own arrangement of One by Metallica. This is a melody and accompaniment arrangement, meaning that you're playing the solos to the song and the chords behind it. What's great about this arrangement is that you don't need any backing tracks to sound like the song. To start off this episode, I'll do a cover of the arrangement so you can see how it sounds, and then we'll break it down. So let's hear it. So that is my own arrangement of One, obviously by Metallica. It's basically taking the intro solo played by Kirk Hammett and mixing it with the riff that James Hetfield plays. And obviously what that achieves is a beautiful piano-style arrangement, and you can really hear the emotion of the track within the arrangement. This is really what inspires me on the guitar these days. I love creating arrangements like this and learning similar arrangements by the likes of Matteo Sasato and all the other fingerstyle and kind of neo-soul players out there. For me, it really excites me on the instrument, as I believe it's a little bit more listenable than just playing a riff or just a solo. It really encapsulates the feel and emotion of a track. This video will be split up into chapters for your viewing pleasure, meaning you can skip through each section of the arrangement. Of course, in today's video, we're in standard tuning, so I'll do the tuning notes now. So we've got A, D, G, B, and E. I've then set the amp to be slightly clean. It is on the lead gain channel, but I've got a little bit of a clean tone with a compressor on and lots of reverb. Reverb is very essential with this type of stuff as it increases your sustain and also adds to the ambience. So this is section 1 of the arrangement. This is what we're going to learn. We start off with the exact same lick that Kirk Hammett plays. We go 2 to 4 of the D string as a hammer-on, and then we go 2 of the G string, and we do that as a downstroke. So we have, so hammer-on, downstroke. I then grab the ring finger at the 4 of the G and slide up to the 6. I then return to the 4 of the G with the ring finger. You can create quite a nice sound by doing quite a quick grace note slide there instead of prolonging the slide. Also, think about your picking here. Obviously, it's a very dynamic track, it's very emotive, so try to dig in certain notes and try to pull back on others. So for example, I can make the start louder, then quieter, and louder. You kind of want this inconsistent dynamic to make it seem more emotive. After that, we come in with the Hetfield riff, which is basically built from a B5 chord. We have 2 of the A string and we have 4 of the D string. You can use your first finger and pinky or first finger and ring. We go down on the 2 of the A and then we go up on the 4 of the D. Then I go back to 2 of the A and I go open D. You really want to get that resonant frequency of 2 and the open, as it creates a little bit of dissonance. Them 2 intervals, a B and a D, makes a flat third, which is a minor third, so you really want to lean into that. If you have a tremolo, you could add that, or you could start to just shake the neck a little bit just to add a little bit of vibrato. But with them 2 parts together, this is the start of section 1. You may want to experiment with different fingerings to make it easier for yourself. Obviously, everyone has different hands, everyone plays differently, so have an experiment with playing the lick and then going into the chord. Also make sure you're in time and that your rhythm's good. It's a lot better to play these arrangements a lot slower but have the integral rhythm of the track. For example, if I drop the speed a lot but keep the rhythm the same, it's still going to sound like Metallica's One, and it can just seem more ambient. It's a lot better than rushing it and making mistakes. So that's over the B chord. We then go to the G chord, which in the normal song would just be. We're going to put our thumb over the back of the neck to the 3rd fret of the E string. I'd highly encourage that you use your thumb here, as it makes it a lot easier. So I put my thumb on the 3rd of the E string. I'm then going to grab the 3rd fret of the B string and the 2nd fret of the B string with these 2 fingers here. I'm basically preparing for a pull-off. So I hit the 3rd of the E, and then I'm going to pull off 3 to 2. As you can hear there, I go pull off and then 4 of the G. Then I'm going to go pull off again and go to the 2. In between that, I go back to the bass note, so slowly I get this. And then I go back to the original lick. Then to finish off that section, I hit 3 twice, pull off, then 4 of the G. So in total, that section looks like this. Slowly. Then after that, I'm going to repeat the riff, but I want to make sure that the octave note is sustained through it. So if I go, I want to then come in with the bass note, but keep that note ringing out, as it makes it sound more like a piano and a lot more natural rather than it stopping. So section 1 so far, this is what we're getting. And that is the end of section 1. Now it's time for section 2. Let's hear it. I simply play the B5 riff the exact same way I played it previously. So 2 of the A, 4 of the D, 2 of the A, and then open D. I then come into the G chord, so I put my thumb over the back of the neck again. See that there, and then I'm going to go to the 2nd fret of the E string. I'm going to put my 1st finger there, and I'm going to pull off to the open. Then I go back to the E after. I then go 5 to 3 of the B string as a pull off. I then go 3 to 2 as a pull off after that, always hitting back at the E string. You could use hybrid picking here, so use your pick for the bass note and then use your 2nd finger to pluck the strings. If I play at the close-up camera, you'll see. We then go 2 to open on that B string. I then hit 2 twice on the G string. And then hammer to 4. So the whole of section 2 looks like this. So far, this is everything that we've got in the arrangement. I then come in with this lick. All I do is slide from 2 to 4 on the G string, and then go 2, 3, 2 on the B string. As you can hear that, I hammer to the 3rd fret, and then I pick the 2. Add a little bit of vibrato there, that's going to sound nice. If you notice, we're actually playing the major 3rd of A here, so we actually come into an A chord, but we're already playing the major 3rd, so it creates a really nice harmony. So I'm going into A, and I'm then going to play open A, 4 of the D, back to A, and an open D. So this is what it sounds like. Slowly. Then we play this. I then go to 2 of the G string and then finish at the 4. And as you can hear, I actually re-pick that 2 and then hammer on. So the whole lick sounds like this. After I've hammered to the 4, I'm going to bring my thumb over again to play a G chord. I play 3rd fret of the E, 4 of the D, and I go back and forth like the riff we did previously, finishing at the D string. To finish off section 3, we play this. This is the exact same way they play it in the original song. You play open E, 2 of the A. We're playing this very staccato, meaning very short, so you want downstrokes with a lot of picking pressure. We then play 2 of the E and 2 of the A. We can do that as a bar. And then we finally go 2 to 4 as a hammer on the A string, and then back to 2. All together. So that is the first 3 sections of 1. What I'd recommend now is going back through the video and re-practicing what I've taught you, making sure that you can play it expressively, and as I mentioned, don't play it too fast. Make sure to have a nice slow speed to begin with and focus on the rhythm and the expression of your playing. Try playing louder, try playing quieter in areas, add emotion to the piece. This really is what music is about, and I really want you to create your own version of this track. If you're enjoying this lesson video so far, make sure to leave a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more lesson videos on the channel, let me know in the comments section below. Which song, which arrangement should I teach next? Let me know down below. Okay, let's go into section 4. So this is section 4. This is arguably one of the hardest parts of the song. Obviously, in the original, they go all the way up here and play the arpeggio. We're going to have to slightly manipulate that because obviously we need to keep the riff strong. So we're going to play it an octave lower. So we start with the same riff we've already played. We then form a little triad shape, which is 4 of the G, 3 of the B, and 2 of the E. We're going to rake through that, meaning that we do downstroke, downstroke, downstroke with a slight mute. As you do that, you want to kind of step off the shape as you go down. It's like a sweep pick. I just dropped my pick. As you get up to that, we're then going to hit the 7 of the E string. It's very flamenco, very cool. We then play a diatonic scale down, 5, 3, 2, 3 on the E string. This will be alternate picking, down, up, down, up. So all together. And then we finish at 3rd fret of the B. As we hit that, we're going to play a G major chord. As you can see, this note, the melody note, is a part of that chord. And this is something that you'll come to learn as you do more and more arrangements like this. Almost always, when you have a very diatonic and beautiful sounding song, the melody note will actually be in the chord. So it'll either be the 1st, the 3rd, or the 5th, or maybe even the 7th. In this case though, basically you've got the 3rd fret of the B. We're then just going to form a chord of G major. So you can either do that with your thumb over the back, or you can play a traditional shape, whatever you want to do. It resolves really nicely. So just to recap, this is section 4. I'm trying to thicken the texture here with bigger chords to try and create the idea that we're heading for the climax, so obviously the end of this arrangement. So we're going to start off with a B minor 7 chord. If you don't know how to play this, basically we're going to bar the 2nd fret from the A string down, so you have all of that down as if you've got a capo there. We then put our ring finger on the 4 of the D, we have 2 of the G, and then we have 3 of the B. And that is the basic shape. We're going to pull off the 2, which we're already barring, and then come back on. We're then going to keep that 2nd finger planted and play 5 of the B, back to 3. As again, we're going to pick this, Again, we're going to do the same techniques. We strum, we pull off, and then we hammer. Then, as we're playing the note that's going to be on the E string, we're going to have to pick this. So we go 2 of the E, 5 of the B, 2 of the E. So far. Then, as you probably can guess, we're going for a G major chord. We bring the thumb over the back of the neck, and then we form a major shape at the bottom. So we have 3rd fret of the E, 3rd fret of the B. We can strum this and create more texture, create that dynamic, make that dynamic louder to make it more expressive. And at the end there, I just go down to the 2nd fret of the E. So again, all together. This is the full arrangement so far. Then to finish, we're just going to go back to the original riff. So 2, 4, 2, open, then A. The only difference there is that we're going to then play open D and open G. I'll play that slow so you can see. One thing you can do there, which is quite cool, is if you play the open G but as a harmonic on the 12th fret of the G, so it sounds like this. Okay. Then to finish, we put our thumb on the E string, and I've got 4 of the D. I go E string, D string, E string. Then open D. So. And then to finish off, we're going to play an E minor chord, playing it as a broken chord, so E, A, D, G. We're then going to play F sharp over D. That would be 2 with the thumb, open D, 2nd fret of the G and 3rd fret of the B. G major. I'm just going to play up to the B string though, and I don't need to put my 1st finger down. We then play an A major shape like this, so it's open A, 7 of the D, 6 of the G, and an open B and E. I'm then going to resolve to the relative major, which happens to be D major, the relative major to B minor. We're going to play the harmonics initially of the triad, so 7 of the B, G, and D harmonics, and then I carefully hit the 5 of the A, which is the root. This is a really creative way of creating a chord, but making it sound a little bit more sparkly. I went over that last section very quickly just because it's using the basic shapes, but I'll play it slowly now so you can see what you're doing there. With the harmonics, I'd recommend using hybrid picking on the top note, then using your pick for the rest. And that concludes the arrangement of 1. So guys, I really hope you've enjoyed learning my personal arrangement of One by Metallica. If you'd like to see more lesson videos, make sure to leave a thumbs up on this video. Also, let me know what you thought of the lesson down below. All your feedback and criticism is really helpful for me, so let me know everything down below. If you'd like to see more lessons like this where I teach my own arrangements, then let me know which songs you'd like to see down below. The main reason I made this lesson today was to obviously give back to you guys. Also, when I do my review videos, quite often people will ask what certain songs are or how to play it or whether there's tabs or not. So I just thought maybe once a week I'll start doing these lessons to kind of give back to you guys, give you some pieces to start learning. Obviously, we have the tabs attached to this video down below if you want to download them. But hopefully it'll just help you play a little bit differently, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the lesson. I'm sure some of you guys know, but I do teach private lessons. I've taught Skype lessons for the past 6 years now. It used to be kind of my full-time thing, but now obviously I'm fortunate enough to be doing the YouTube thing as well as a little bit of teaching on the side. Most of the time I'm fully booked for Skype guitar lessons, but if you are interested and want to join the waiting list, then just leave a comment down below or message me on Instagram. My Instagram username is Ben_Keightley. Just send me a message on there, and if you have any general questions about guitar, then feel free to contact me through there. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching this Squealing Pig Guitars video. If you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to be notified when we make a new video. But that is the end of this video, guys. My name is Ben Keightley, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. But until then, keep rocking, guys. I'll see you soon.